Welcome to this fork seal replacement tutorial. If you already know how to disassemble the fork from the bike, you can skip to the fork rebuild part. I always clean my bikes before working on them, especially after riding off-road. Now that the bike is clean, it is time to start the disassembly process. When rebuilding components like the front forks, it is important to have a clean workbench. First, I start by removing the brake line guides from the fork protectors. The next step is to remove the fork protectors. With the fork guards removed, it is time for the brakes. When you have loosened the caliper, put back the bolts in the caliper to prevent losing them. To remove the ABS sensor, loosen the M6 bolt. Be very careful when opening the cable guide clip to not damage anything. Before removing the front axle, loosen the pinch bolts. To remove the front axle, I don't have any special tools. I just use a big 19mm nut. With the front wheel removed, it is time to loosen the bolts on the triple clamp so the fork can slide out. As you can see, the forks were rather dirty, so before working on them I cleaned them up. Clamp the fork in a vise to remove the top cap. Please make sure to protect the fork to prevent any damage. When you have unscrewed the top cap from the fork, you can now loosen the 17mm nut to remove the top cap from the spring rod. Now you are able to remove the spring. Keep in mind that the spring is oily. To be able to remove the spring guide, remove the 17mm nut. Drain the oil from the fork. It helps to move the piston up and down to drain the oil all the way. To remove the dust cap seal, use a small flat screwdriver. Be very careful whilst doing this. With the dust cap removed, you can now remove the spring clip. This should also be done very carefully with a flat screwdriver. We can now remove the seal by moving the inner tube up and down. With the outer tube removed, you can slide off the guide bushings and the seals. Inspect the Teflon coating on the bushings. If they are worn, you should replace them. I like to polish the inner tube before installing the new components. For the installation of the new seals, I used electrical tape on the sharp corners to make sure I don't damage the sealing surface. Also, make sure to use a lot of fork oil during the installation process. The spacer that goes on top of the seal has a flat and a rounded side. Make sure to have the flat side pointing towards the seal. My guide bushings were still in really good shape, so I didn't have to replace them. I 3D printed a fork seal driver to install the seals in its place. The fork seal driver should be 43mm for the Tenere 704. When the seal is seated in the correct position, you can install the spring clip back in place. Make sure to check if the spring clip is positioned correctly all around. The easiest part is the dust cap. Just press it in position. I filled up with 10W oil till a level of 110 mm. This is my preferred amount. The standard amount for the T7 is 85 mm. Move the piston up and down until you don't hear any air escaping before you start measuring the oil level. To measure the oil level, I use a cheap and simple tool. When you start to suck up air, you know you have reached the correct oil level. With the oil in the fork, it is time for the last pieces. Make sure that you mount the spring guide with the longer side facing the bottom. Add the 70 mm nut before you install the spring. When dropping in the spring, try to catch the spring guide. This makes installing the top cap a lot easier. With a 70 mm wrench holding the nut in place, I carefully screw down the top cap. Now you can tighten the 70 mm nut against the top cap. Tighten the top cap in the outer tube and install the fork back on the bike. Measure if both forks are equally high in the triple clamps. Gently tighten the triple clamp bolts to prevent the fork from falling out. Now install the front wheel and torque it down to spec. Check if your forks are aligned before torquing them down. With the tightened front forks, you can install the calipers back in place. I want to see if I could install the fork protectors without the reflector bracket. Unfortunately, the fork protector has too much free play, so I installed them back later. Move the suspension up and down to find the correct clamping position before torquing the pinch bolts. Now everything is installed, it is time to ride.